Hey, real estate agents, welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga, the man with the plan, and we are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs. We are. How's it going, Joey?
I am the man with the plan. What's going on?
He is the man with the plan. Well, we've got a great guest with us today. It's Lydia Wietsma from Team Red Brick with Realty Executives.
Yes.
How are you doing, Lydia?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, it's going to be a blast. You said us.
Us,
we
our
do
team.
have another person sitting in the room.
Yes,
but
in the background.
Secret behind the curtain. Yeah. All right. So let's start off with you, I guess, giving a little bit to the audience about how you got in the business, maybe what you did before real estate, and what got you over into real estate.
So I was in medical sales prior to real estate, and at the time, my husband and I were doing investing. We lived in California, did a lot of investing out there, moved out here to Arizona, and continued to do investing while I was doing medical sales. And we got to a point where we were spending so much on real estate fees that my husband came home one day and said, either you or I have to get our real estate license.
Oh, yeah.
So I had 3 states at the time. I had Arizona, Nevada, and New Mexico. And so I was the lucky one that had a little bit more downtime being in an airport, being at a hotel. So I'm the one that ended up getting their real estate license.
Got it.
So it was never, I didn't wake up one day and say, I want to be a real estate agent.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of tax benefits, right? Obviously, to have your real estate license if you're an investor.
There is. Oh. And it just got to the point where once my doctors found out that I was a real estate agent and had my license, either the doctors, I was helping them or their staff. And it was when it got to the point in the early 90s, when that crazy boom hit about 2004, 2005, I had to make a choice because I literally listed a home on a Sunday and then went on my Vegas run for that week. So I was dropped off at the airport, and I literally, by the time an hour went by and I flew up to Vegas, I found out that I had 18 contracts on that house.
Wow. So
I had to, by Friday when my husband picked me up from the airport, he goes, you've got to pick a career, one or the other.
Wow.
So at the time I did decide to go into real estate, and it was because our kids were little. And at least with real estate, I may have to work weekends, but at least I was home every day. Where with medical sales, I did a lot of traveling.
So did you spend more that week in Vegas than you would have, knowing that you had a contract? Just saying.
I'm not a big gambler, so that's probably why it was a good fit for me to have Vegas.
All right. I don't know. Most agents probably headed to Vegas, just sold a house. Oh, I'm going to take a shot at the craps table, right? Or something. I don't know. So tell us a little bit more then about, did you say how long ago was it that you got in the business?
That was about 15 years ago.
All right. So you lived through all the good and the bad.
The good and the bad.
All right.
And the ugly.
Cool. What are you doing now to be successful in real estate?
Well, now I've ended up finding a niche, and for me, it's the senior industry.
Okay.
And I think that one thing that makes a successful real estate agent is someone who can focus on a niche. And that's really what I find has helped me.
Yeah.
Not that I don't get business in other areas, I just don't market to those other areas. So for instance, I market specifically to the senior and their adult children. But I'll get a lot of first-time home buyers because either grandpa or grandmother is donating the down payment. So I do get first-time home buyers, but I don't market to them.
Yeah. No, Joey and I both agree that niche is the way to go.
Absolutely.
Right. To really figure out what it is you want to focus on, what you want to be known for in real estate.
Right.
Too many times we do classes, right, Joey, where we'll ask the question, you never fails. You always get people say, well, I'm willing to go anywhere, everywhere, buyers, sellers,
throw it up on the wall and see what sticks.
I'll drive far East Valley, far West Valley, it doesn't matter. But I think niching is definitely a great idea. So.
I agree.
And that's what you're doing with the group that you're part of, right? It seems like you were mentioning, and you don't have to say names necessarily, but you were mentioning that that's how the group kind of works, is each person has their own niche, right?
Well, we have about 9 agents in our team Red Brick, and everybody focuses on a different niche. I am the only one in the group that does seniors and probate, so
Okay.
that's kind of my niche.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a great way to separate yourself, right? That's the purple cow, if you will, with Seth Godin, right? Is to figure out that niche. I think too many agents don't take the time to really figure out or really dissect what it is that they have interest in, but also
Right.
have fun doing.
Right, absolutely.
So, how about currently the state of your business as far as are you getting more listings? Are you seeing more buyers? I know that inventory's super low, it seems like.
It is, yeah. I think for the group itself, we're about 50-50. We have about 50% listings and 50% buyers. For me specifically, I focus on those seniors that are moving into assisted memory or independent
Okay.
living. I also focus on the probate side of things. So probate would be more listings than not.
Right.
The seniors that are moving into assisted living or downsizing, having to move into family or group homes, things like that, are more listings as well.
Yeah.
But I do have quite a few buyers that are seniors that are looking to either downsize into smaller homes in 55 plus communities, or I'm also finding too that families are moving in with each other, so they need larger homes, and there's
Right.
multiple generations.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely a growing trend.
Yes.
On a national basis. And I was reading something, let's see, who was it? I believe it was Mike Orr from the Cromford Report, had mentioned something about a trend across the country, or that seniors or baby boomers selling, but not necessarily going to buy, but renting
Right.
for a while. So I don't know if that's the whole I don't want to take care of a place any longer, or
no,
maybe
I'm-
they're just in limbo of
Yeah.
what they want to do for the rest of their life. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm not really seeing that in my business. I mean, I can see why someone would want to do that, but
Yeah.
most of my people are either downsizing and moving in with their families, or they are actually moving into assisted living.
Okay.
So,
All right. How about if an agent, like, what advice would you give an agent today if they say, because we've heard a few agents in classes and things say that it's getting a little bit slower for them. What would you tell an agent today that they should do X if they want to start seeing some more success?
I think there's a few things. I think answering their phone is a big thing.
Oh, there we go.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
I think follow-up is another big one that a lot of real estate agents don't realize how important it is. If they haven't heard from someone in a couple of weeks, they really need to make that follow-up phone call or email or text.
Right.
On our Boomtown site, or on our Team Red Brick, we use Boomtown. So
Okay.
it's consistently in touch with our clients at all times.
Right.
But it takes some effort. We have to do our own types. I think also the consistency of marketing. I think a lot of agents, like Marjorie was saying to me earlier, a lot of times somebody will do one marketing piece and they don't see success with it, so
And they'll stop.
They'll stop
Yeah.
before it gets successful. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to just spend the money to be consistent on whatever marketing that you choose to do, and I think that's a huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think too many people think that there's a magic pill to the whole marketing thing, and I'm going to send one mailer
Yeah.
out to Power Ranch, and all of a sudden I'm going to get business.
Right.
And they don't realize that people have to see you multiple times to see that
Absolutely.
brand before they get comfortable.
Right. Well, and when I was in medical sales, at that time it was you had to go into an office 10 times before someone would, or 7 times before someone would actually buy your product. So you had to be consistent, and you had to
Yeah.
make it part of your round. And I think in real estate, we as agents, or a lot of new agents that are coming into the business, feel that, they're going to get all this business right away, but they don't realize the back end and what it takes to market yourself. And real estate isn't easy. I mean, it's fun to show homes, but that's not really
Right.
what we do, all that we do.
You mean it's not like HGTV? Come on.
No, it's not.
No way. You're kidding me. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. It's time to get in the ring with the Maniacs. You ready?
I think so.
Okay, you better be. All right. So what's the best advice that anyone's ever given you?
I would say just be honest and ethical. It doesn't pay to lie or cheat. Especially nowadays with the internet, there's so much research that folks can do ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I think just guiding them the way you would guide, your family member in buying or selling a home.
Yeah. No, great advice. Do you have a favorite mobile app that you like, in personal or business?
We actually, I don't really do a lot of mobile apps, but Team Red Brick has the Boomtown, and that's something that we consistently work on every day.
Got it. Okay. All right. How about a book recommendation?
Well, I have a lot of books. In my corporate days, one book that I liked was Who Moved My Cheese.
That's a good one.
It is. I think with real estate, we need to be able to move with the market, and if you can't move quickly, then you're going to get left behind.
Yeah. All right. Cool. How about one more? We'll have it from the hat. All
okay.
Right? Because I know I was going to ask about productivity tool or software, but Boomtown is
our
probably
lead
thing,
generation.
Right? Okay. So we'll draw one more from the mask.
This kind of scares me.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
All right, go ahead and read it.
Oh, do I have to read it?
Yeah.
What do you do outside of real estate? Hobbies. Oh my gosh. This is a good one for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like to dig in the dirt. So I am actually a big gardener.
Oh, okay.
So, yep.
It was going kind of weird there for a second, but gardener,
big eyes.
that fixes that explains it a little bit better. Okay.
No, my mom and I like to garden, so I love to garden, and sometimes when I'm really frustrated, I will go out and garden just to clear my head, and I get ideas from it. And
so what do you grow certain certain like fruits, vegetables?
All
kinds.
What do you do? Yep, I do all kinds of. I have sweet potatoes and tomatoes, and I also have flowers, so I do a lot of plumerias, which do grow in Arizona, and I have a couple avocado trees, grapes.
Really?
I have a moringa tree, which is a tree that you can eat.
Oh, actually, yes. It's native in Africa.
I think Africa, India,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Actually, I think I saw that at a place in Florida. They were the moringa tree. They talked about how people, they can eat. They can get tons of nutrition from the leaves.
Yep. It doesn't taste real good, but you could put it in your smoothie.
Yeah, I think somebody said, you leave it out, let it dry out, and then you can crunch it all up and put it in your smoothies and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. You'll have to try that, Joey.
I think I will.
Moringa tree. All right. No, that's awesome that you love to garden.
I do. I also have 3 daughters, so I'm very busy with three young women.
I can imagine. I have a couple of my own.
Yep.
Keep me super busy. But, well, thanks for sharing that. If any agents that are listening today would like to reach out to you directly, how could they do that?
Well, my cell phone number is 602-363-1720, or they can reach us at teamredbrick.com.
teamredbrick.com. Awesome. Oh, I just thought of something about the gardening. I have a friend that's using those upright things. They're white, and they have the tomatoes and stuff growing out of the sides, and lettuce and all that. And she posted a video the other day, and she's like, it's so awesome because there's not much cleaning.
Yeah,
because
it's
it
not
just grows
dirt.
up the big thing.
Oh. Yeah, it's just totally consistently filtered water is what it is. But they're great for especially seniors that have small spaces.
Yeah,
it's good for people in apartments, things like that. So
yeah, that is cool. I'll have to share that with you, Joey. It's a cool thing. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And we are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs. Always remember, realestatemarketingmaniacs.com, where you can actually learn digital strategies for real estate for less than $10 a month.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Awesome. Hey, thanks so much for joining us at Security Title Studio and the Weekly Closer. I'm Jeff Underwood, along with
Joey Sampaga.
See you later.
Adios.
Good job. Sweet.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
See, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
The Weekly Closer podcast is sponsored by Jake Krabby, NMLS number 877141 at Academy Mortgage. Are you looking to buy or refinance a home? Jake Krabby is your mortgage professional. Contact Jake at 480-442-9291. Jake Krabby is a loan officer at Academy Mortgage, NMLS number 877141. State license for Arizona number 0920357, AZBK number 0904081, and New Mexico number 877141. Academy Mortgage Corporation, NMLS 3113, and New Mexico 01451. Call 480-442-9291. Address 15333 North Pima Road, Suite 205, Scottsdale, Arizona 85260. Academy Mortgage is an equal housing